Well, how many recessions have you been through? This is Rick Jarman, real estate investor in old school. You know, everybody's got recession on the tips of the tongue right now. That's all you hear. Everybody's saying, oh, wait, don't invest. There might be a recession, and what are we going to do, and all this stuff. I've looked this up before and had written it down, one of my earlier videos, but I'm going to touch on it again right now. Just let you know. Folks, I come out of high school in 1973, and I've got my iPad here, so I'm going to look at these. So I've got to kind of look and see what's going on. But I'm going to tell you, y'all just listen to my recessions that we've had. It's been several, but I'm picking up from the time I come out of high school. 1973 is when I graduated. 1973, we had a recession. It lasted for a year and 4 months. 1980, we had a recession. It lasted for 6 months. 1981 to 82, we had a recession. It lasted for 1 year. July 1990, we had one. It lasted for 8 months. Now, folks, I've been in this industry of real estate sales, building, flipping houses, construction, and working as a worker for other people since I come out of high school in 1973. I actually started some before I graduated. Now, I don't know much about 1973. I didn't know much about any recessions. I didn't know, I was just working by the hour and just didn't know anything. I was just 18 years old, just got married, just trying to make a living, pay the bills. But by 1980, I was doing a lot of side work. I didn't even feel that one because of what I was doing, the kind of stuff I was doing. 81, 82, I didn't really feel much about that because I got my real estate license in 1983. So that one in 1982 would have ended 1 year later, which would have been 1983. And guess what? I just had got my real estate license, doing it part-time. Seemed good to me, a lot better money I was making working by the hour at the university, which I was still doing that and working on the side. Okay, like I said, by 1990, we had one that lasted 8 months, 1990 to 91. Then, in March of 2001, we had another one. It lasted 8 months. 2007, 2009. They said a year and 6 months. That was the Great Recession. And I remember that one pretty good. But the course of the ones in the 90s, I felt and learned a lot of lessons, so I knew what to do during this one, the Great Recession. But now, folks, that's how many recessions we've had since I've been out of high school. I didn't add it up. Y'all had to add them up, go back and listen to this. But the point is, the world does not end. Now, in the Great Recession, if you was a home builder, car salesman, owned a car lot, or you was a real estate salesperson, you felt it. You felt it big time. But guess what? Me as a builder, I felt it. My real estate company felt it. My agent been with me 15 years now. She had to take a part-time job. That's how bad it got. She's been in the business full-time 20 years now. But she had to take a part-time job because, hey, banks, and people think, the banks are going to go loan a bunch of money. No, banks were in damage control. They were holding on to the money. So if you were sitting on property and it paid for, you couldn't cash it out. At least you couldn't around here where I live. I guess maybe if you wasn't a home builder or something, you was a doctor or something, you might could. But none of my buddies and all could. And in my town right here, I think basically about every builder that built any number of houses that was a decent-sized builder, probably all of us, about 4, went out of business. Some of us, like I said, I learned a lot of lessons in the late 90s, what not to do. So we're just talking about recessions. We're not talking about the periods of how crazy interest rates got. Go in and look. Folks, I can remember a time when a person buying a house to live in, a 12 adjustable was the best they could get. And guess what? People were still buying houses. I can remember when they camped out all night long to get 11 3/4 fixed bond money. Folks, we're in some of the best times you're ever going to see, I think, with your interest rates and stuff. So don't be worrying about recessions. Buy a rental property. Now, don't get stuck out there with a bunch of speculative anything. If you're a home builder, don't have a bunch of houses out there. Flipping houses, don't have a bunch of them out there because this thing can turn overnight. If your financing set up where it's not going to hurt you, you'll be okay. But let me tell you something, through all that, My rental property, I bought my first rental house in 1981. Y'all heard me tell you the years of the recessions. My rentals pulled me through every time, especially in 2008. My rentals never hurt me. You buy the right kind of rentals. You getting high dollar stuff, we done talked about that a bunch of times. You in high dollar rentals, the market turns, and folks going down to, I think the term they use nowadays, C class and an A class, I didn't know all that. It's either working man, high dollar, or upper lower. But you stay in the upper lower, the middle class, those people going to work. They're going to work every day. And if they can't, 2 or 3 of them lose jobs. The mamas and the daddies that got a house, the kids are going to move. They're going to keep paying that rent, or they're going to do whatever they got to do. So don't get hung up on keep buying that rental property. The best time to buy real estate is when you can afford it. When you find a deal, you buy it. That's what I got for you today. I think this will be helpful to you. Just quit being scared. I ain't scared. The old guy says, I ain't scared. I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep renting. Same thing I've always done. Y'all have a good day. Well, folks, I forgot to tell you something like I do a lot of times. Getting back to when I come out of high school in 1973, when we had that recession, what we did know, there was a gas embargo. People, can you imagine lining up at the gas pump hoping you can get enough gas to go to work? That's what we were going through. You know, I'd heard my parents talk about during World War II, where they had gas rations, you know, and coupons for sugar and coupons for gas. Well, it wasn't like that, but the gas pumps, they would run out of gas, and there was a gas embargo. You had to think about how you burnt that gas so you'd have enough to go to work. People, there were lines at the gas station, and they were running out of gas all over the country. And the other thing is, that people that had money during the recession of 2008, the banks wasn't giving them hardly anything. So you had some folks that still wanted to loan money, individuals. I was fortunate enough to have somebody I dealt with. I bought property that didn't fit my criteria as far as keeping and renting, but I knew I could sell it when the market turned, so I rented it. It was kind of break-even type deal till the market turned. You know, I was able to sell it, make a good profit. So if you're in a position where you can buy after the recession, it's good. So you got to be smart about it. I tell you this, after the recession, my net worth went up $2 million. So be smart, but keep buying. Don't sit on the sidelines, keep buying. Now this is just my opinion, and like I've told y'all before, it's like heads. Everybody's got opinion or something else, but we'll keep it PG. But anyway, this has been a long one today, but I just thought these things would help you. You know, it seems like a lot of people are scared. So anyway, I'm gone this time. Y'all have a good day.